All right. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for jumping on tonight's Getting Started Right call. Let's welcome our new coach, Claudia. We're so excited to have you join our team. So tonight we're just going to go through the basics of, you setting up your back office. But the beauty of it is that you are already on your training. So your training is going to be 5 days long, Monday through Friday. And you go in there, whenever you have the time. We kind of talked about that at the Fit Club. So if it's right in the morning, if you have time then, beautiful. If it's your lunchtime, that's fine too. As long as you get in there and complete the assignment, then you should be fine, okay? So I'm going to just share a little bit about my story, and then we're going to jump right into it. So I don't know. I mean, I know that Nilda, Amy, and Jamie have heard my story many times by now. But I don't know if Claudia knows my story, so I'll just share a little bit about that. So I started coaching almost 3 years ago. So March 31st is when I became a coach in 2014. But my journey started just like yours and just like many of our coaches. And it was basically wanting to lose weight. Mine was post-baby weight. My son was 8 months at the time. I was breastfeeding and I was home. My husband and I had decided, Jorge and I decided that I was going to be a stay-at-home mom for the first 3 years of Matias's life. Prior to that, I was a human resource generalist. And I, bent over backwards for all of the companies that I worked for. And then it was time to take care of my family, basically. And when I decided to stay home, little did I know that I would stay home. It basically started, as I said, as a fitness journey for me. I am one of the individuals that there's some people on this team that absolutely love fitness. Claudia, I think you told me at the Fit Club that you enjoy working out. There's people like me that don't enjoy working out, but I do it because I like what it makes me feel after, right? I feel empowered and I feel accomplished. And not only that, but it got me to a healthy goal, as well as it's keeping me healthy for not only myself, but for my family. So Jorge and I were working out together. 2 weeks in, he was drinking my shake. He was drinking my Shakeology, and we needed an extra bag. And my coach offered the discount, 25% discount. And I'm a numbers girl. I did the math, and I said, we're going to be drinking 2 bags. That's $45 I'll be saving. So, ¿se va a bajar en la buena? Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. So, here you go, papi. So basically, okay, vayan, papi. So, okay. So that basically turned into me, it was a natural transition. People started asking, what is it that you're doing? What is it, that you guys, okay, hang on one sec. Okay, pero no tiene que llorar porque vamos a hacer una llamada. The beauty of having a home-based business. Sorry, guys. So basically, that turned into a natural transition for me to want to pay it forward. People started asking me, what are you doing? And, why are you guys so positive? And we've been wanting to lose weight, and, we need to do that. For me, it was simple because, I could stay home with Matias and work out. I didn't have to leave him with anyone. I'm very paranoid about that. And being that he was super young, I didn't want to leave him with anyone. So the rest is history. I've been here for, almost 3 years. As I said, our goal was that I was going to go back to work when he turned 3. He's almost 4 years old. And, thank God that I don't have to go back to corporate America. So my goal was basically to pay 2 bags of shake. And so when you start to set your goals, you basically, you start with small goals, and then when you meet those, you raise them. And so your why, as you go through your Coach Basics, you will see that evolves. So for me, it was 2 bags of Shakeology. I didn't want my husband to pay for that. I didn't want him to incur those expenses because we were living in a one income, home at that point because I wasn't working. And so I didn't want him to incur those expenses. And so once I was able to meet that very early on, I think my first check was like 300 and change. I can't remember exactly, like maybe 330. I said, ooh, I guess I can, pay for more than 2 bags. And then my goals continue to evolve from there. So tonight, we're going to show you how to set up your back office. Tonight, we're going to show you, where to set up your websites and, what you will cover in your first phase in Coach Basics, and then, what it will take for you to jump into phase 2. But what I do want to emphasize is that, I got to where I got in this coaching career or journey because I was very consistent with all the activities of, and you'll see when you go through your Coach Basics phase 1, that the activities as a coach are not difficult at all. They become difficult because they're so simple that sometimes we don't do them because of that. The other piece to it is that, for you, Claudia, and I'm pinpointing you because we met on Sunday, and you're so passionate about your journey, and that's what it takes, right? Just being passionate about sharing your journey with somebody else, your story with somebody else. It's really not about being a salesperson. My husband, Jorge, has been in sales for over 20 years. I, however, have been in the human resources. Prior to that, it was nonprofit. So I knew I was not a salesperson. So in my mind, if I had to be a salesperson, with Beachbody, I was not going to be successful. And because you don't have to be a salesperson and all you have to do is form relationships and share your story, this is why it becomes, so natural to do. So the other piece to this is that this is your business. You are your own CEO. It is a business that you will build for you and your family, but it is also a business that you will not build alone because you have a team of individuals that will always, be there to support you, whether it is in this type of setting, whether it be one-on-one with your coach, Nilda, and the other coaches that will listen to this recording with your coaches, Jamie, Rudy, and Amy, right? You will never build it alone. You will always have a support system. We have weekly calls, and those are on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Central Time. So you should jot that down. We also have national wake-up calls. Those are calls that are done by the company, and they feature successful coaches, and they share really all of their tricks and all of the activities that they do in order to build successful businesses. So those are on Mondays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 Central, and so on and so forth. And also trainings, right? Like I said, you are in coach training phase 1. That is 5 days long, and it can take you 5 days. It can take you 1 day. It can take you 2 weeks. It really doesn't matter how long it takes you, as long as you complete it, because everyone here has a different schedule. And so if you're committed to doing it on a daily basis, you will finish it in the 5 days. But one thing to remember, like I said, is that you are your own CEO. So you, need to remember that you make the shots here. So you decide how soon you will complete that training. The other piece of this is that because you are your own CEO, right, and we can build your business for you, we can guide you and give you the tools that you need, we will only meet you halfway. I know that, Nilda's an excellent coach, and she will coach you through your entire journey. She will be right by your side. However, Nilda can't work your business for you. She will meet you halfway, She will run with you if you're running. She'll walk with you if you're walking. And the minute you pull back, she will also pull back, because again, this is a voluntary business that you have to build, for you, surrounded by us. So I'm going to share my screen so that I can walk you a little bit through the back office, but we will be putting some video so that you can do that on your own. Just kind of look around, and then we'll go over some documents. And if you have any further questions, you can obviously reach out to your coach and they will walk you through that. So the first thing I'm going to share is, so when you first join as a coach, Claudia, you would have received a video from corporate. And that you should have watched within the first 30 minutes of you receiving it. If you haven't watched it, not a big deal. Go back to that email and watch it. It's literally like a 5-minute email, if that. So make sure that you watch that. And then within the first 30 days, you will complete 30 hours, you would complete your quick start, which I will show you what it looks like. And it is in the file section of our training page. Okay. And then finally, this is your GSR call, and you are already enrolled in a Coach Basics. So this is what is required for a coach in order for them to start a good journey, right? On the right path. So again, you watch the new coach orientation video, which is in your in your email. You would have received that from corporate. And then you're going to complete the business quick start. I'll show you what that is and we'll go over it in a minute. And then right here, you obviously are completing that right now. You're getting started right call. We call it GSR, and then your Coach Basics, okay? So I'm gonna, let me get out of here real quick, and I'm going to actually log in. If it lets me. I'm gonna log into your back office. So your back office is basically your online office with Beachbody. They give you this where you can track your customers, their orders, your coaches, their orders, and also, the people that they're also helping. All right. So teambeachbody.com is your back office. So the $17, because you're in New York. Amy, what's your coach fee? Is it $15.95 or is it $16?
It comes out to 17 and change with tax.
Okay. So
I think it's 15.
$16.95, $15.95. So basically, depending on the state, we paid $15.95. Some people 16 something, and other people in New York are like 17 and change. So that 17 and change covers the maintenance of this website, right? But also the fact that, think about it, what business allows you to service other people and not have to keep any products at home? The only products that you're required to get are the ones that you are drinking or utilizing, because one of our vital behaviors is being proof the product works. And we'll go over that in a minute. But so this is what I'm going to show you. You're going to come to, I logged in, right? teambeachbody.com, log in, go to coach, and then you're going to go to coach online office. But I'm pretty sure you know that Beachbody On Demand is here. If you wanted to buy something outside of your home direct, outside of your auto shipment, you would go to shop. If you want to get recipes, you would go to Eat Smart, okay? Get Fit is more to how to track your fitness. Tons of tools here. And then tons of videos here as well for recipes and things about the trainers. So I'm going to go here, Coach Online Office, and I'm going to show you how to enroll in direct deposit. All right. So you're going to come to, there's a ton of things here, and there's a ton of tabs here, and it might seem a little overwhelming at first. But I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. So what I want you to do first is definitely enroll with your direct deposit. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry. So you're going to come to My Business and you are going to go to My EFT Management. All you have to have is your checking account and your routing number. That's it. Unless you're putting your savings number. All right. So make sure that you complete that right away, especially if you are already sent out a link, Claudia. So you want to make sure that Beachbody sends you a direct deposit as opposed to a check, because they will charge you to cut that check. I believe it's like, I don't know if it's $150 or $250, $2.50. I can't remember. It's one or the other. Okay. The other thing that I want you to do is set up your website, which is right here. My website, super easy to do. There's two websites. There's a Shakeology one and there's a Beachbody Coach one. Typically, we don't use that. We use the link that Nilda probably taught you how to use today, which is through the mobile app. It's the easiest way to connect someone with a challenge pack or with a Shakeology HD order, or even if it's just the program alone. But it's important to set them up because from time to time, you might need to use them. You can set them up in Spanish or English. So I'm going to go to the English one just so that you can see how simple this is. And then from here, I'm going to also recommend that you complete your profile. So, and I'll tell you why. So you put your name, you put your phone number, and that's it. Basically, that's all you do. And just so that you see, this is your website. So like if you needed to, send it, and the reason I always say, use the app is because the app, you basically do a pre-order for these customers as opposed to sending them your link and then they have to come here and figure out, what to buy. Then you have to really walk them through it. But it's important to set them up, to set your websites up. The other piece is you're going to come here and you're going to complete your profile. Why? Because once you complete 70% of your profile and you are an Emerald coach, which you will learn what that is. Basically, that just means that you sponsor 2 coaches. That is the first rank advancements. That's your first promotion as a coach. And you are receiving Shakeology Home Direct, and you are helping 3 people a month. Beachbody gives you free customers so that you can service them. No other company will give you free customers. And basically, you will help them. You will connect them to a challenge group. And depending on the amount of people that you help, if you help 3 people, they give you free customers that place no orders. It's just that they sign up for the 30-day membership. And they're just looking for help. And our role as coaches is to reach out to them and help them. Now, if you help 5 people, then the Beachbody gives you customers that place orders and you can take advantage of the commission. The commission's yours without you having done anything. All you have to do is reach out to them and try to engage them and get them into a challenge group. Again, if your profile is not complete, you will not qualify for free leads. So you would just click here. Let's see if it opens up. So again, you would go through my websites and then you click on that. And then you go through my profile. And all you have to do again is complete 70% of it. And don't worry. I know you're probably like, I can't remember all of this, Gabby. You're killing me. We will walk you through this again during this week of training. But just wanted to show you. Okay. So, and then what you want to do is see how I have exactly do 70% completed? That's all you need, 70% of it completed. You want a before picture. You want, a little bit about you and a little bit about your progress and the programs that you've used. I have to update mine. So, I updated it last when he was 2. So make sure you do that, all right? So again, my websites, you can do it in Spanish and English. Shakeology, do the same thing. And then My Business, and you will complete My EFT Management. The other thing I want to show you is that Beachbody, let me see if I can, the other thing actually I want to show you is this right here is pretty cool. A lot of people don't even know it exists. So this is the tab where I started. Take a look at it, go to start here and read the CEO. This is our CEO. His name is Carl Daikeler. Read his welcome letter. And it also walks you through how to get started and a site tour. Again, you are going to receive that information. I believe it's tomorrow in our phase 1 training, okay? The other piece of information I want you to see is that Success is a tab where you can get free audios, books, magazines for you to continue to develop yourself. So I just wanted to show you that, okay? So now I'm going to show you, and this is something that we actually put in the training. It's in the file section, but I will pull it up through my folders. Do you have any questions so far? No? Okay. So I'm going to open the Business Quick Start, and I'm going to walk you through what that means and what that's all about. All right. So we need you to complete your Business Quick Start and your action plan, and I will show you what that is. Again, these you can find in the file section in our training group. I need you to complete both documents and send them to your coach, to Nilda. Why? Because it's important that she knows, you know, what keeps you motivated and what is the reason you became a coach, so that she can help you reach goals. So your coach ID, which actually I didn't show you where to find that. I'm going to go here really quickly. Back to home. You're going to make sure that you know this. Your coach ID is right under your name, okay? So that's what that is. I'm going to go back. So you want to know your coach ID, right? Saluma. You want to know who your support team is. Your sponsoring coach in this case is Nilda. Your upline diamond coach is Nilda, and your upline star diamond coach is also Nilda. From time to time, you'll have your sponsoring coach, and then you'll have a diamond coach. If they are a diamond, then their name will also appear there, and then the next star diamond. But in this case, she is your team. But obviously, you have more support than that. Nilda's amazing, but you also have all of us. Coach Relations. This is the number that you will call if you have any questions about a customer order or a coach order. You will call Coach Relations. The other place for you to look for information is the FAQ. The FAQ is so important because 90% of the questions that you have will be here. The other piece to it is that you can customize your Shakeology through the FAQ. You can request a customer coach change. You can request a genealogy change. When you get to this point, you'll understand what that means, right? You can check order statuses. So there's so much to do in the FAQs that it's important to know where to find them. So I just showed you from the document, but in this case, you're going to go to your Coach Online office and just go to the bottom and say where it says FAQ. In order to contact Beachbody, you can also do contact us, all right? So that's one thing. Definitely always use the FAQs. And then your coach websites, once you set them up, it's basically your profile name at the end of each of them, okay? All right, so contact your coach and a quick message. You obviously have had plenty of interaction with your coach. Just make sure that by Wednesday you send this document and the other one that we're going to show you in a second. Then how to get connected with Beachbody. Beachbody does an amazing job staying connected with their coaches, right? So make sure that, you know, you follow them on Facebook. Make sure that you follow them on Instagram. Make sure they have a YouTube channel. They have, you know, training videos. They have success story videos. So definitely make sure that you connect with them and request to join this group, Beachbody Champions group. There is always live trainings happening in there every single week. So make sure that you request access to that. And by opening this page, there's a hyperlink. So you will be able to just request access through here. National Wake Up Call is what I mentioned earlier. That is a call that Beachbody runs every single Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock our time. These are the numbers. There's a playback number. You cannot listen live. And then there's also a podcast. If you have iPhone, just look for Team Beachbody calls. They have them in Spanish. And those only happen once a month, but the English ones happen every Monday. So make sure that you download this, and that can be your personal development. Let's talk about the 4 vital behaviors. So the 4 vital behaviors are just what they are, you know, what the name says, vital. They're important for your success as a coach. So when you go to a doctor's visit, what's the first thing they do? They check your vitals to make sure that you're okay, right? That you're alive, that your heart is good. So that's exactly what the 4 vitals are here. If you are not practicing these 4 vitals, then your business is not going to succeed. You're not going to grow. So the first one is being proof the product works, right? We can't stop that one, because how do we freely talk to someone? I mean, why are you so passionate about talking to someone, right? About your journey? Because you are proof the product works. You can tell them, this is what I looked like before, and this is why I started my journey, and this is where I am today. And how did I accomplish that? By drinking Shakeology, completing Beachbody workouts, right? So this is what being proof the product works. Basically drinking your shake and making sure that you are pressing play and following a program from beginning to end. The second one is the invitation process, which is inviting. You invite daily. What I tell my coaches is, you know, invite 5 to 6 days a week, because I'm a huge advocate of resting one day, whether it's Saturday or Sunday. For me, it's Saturday. I know there's coaches that work daily, and that's okay too. That's their preference. But if you are inviting daily, you will see that people want to join you, because you are sharing what is working for you. And again, you will learn the appropriate way to invite people. Okay, and this is actually part of phase 1 training. The third one, and let me just actually go back to the invitation process. Invite. It's like, I always give this corny analogy, but I think it really serves its purpose. If you want coffee and you go to Starbucks and they tell you that there's no coffee, you're going to think it's crazy. So it's the same thing here. If you're not forming relationships and you're not inviting people to join a journey, what ends up happening is that you will have no one to help. And so if you have no one to help, you don't have a business, because this is a business of helping others live healthy, fulfilling lives. So we will teach you how to, create a contact list and how to invite. Recognize. We are really big about that. We celebrate every single accomplishment, whether it be, for our challengers losing weight and meeting their goals. Same scenario with our coaches. While they're on their fitness journey, they're also on a business journey. So we celebrate each accomplishment that they reach. And then personal development is huge. Not many companies will pay you to grow yourself, right? To become better every day. And so how do we do personal development? We do personal development by jumping on team calls, right? Those should be non-negotiable. You will not grow your business if you are not jumping on team calls, because you will learn valuable information on those team calls. Those calls are just like the National Wake Up Call. Those calls are to empower you with information so that you can go ahead and then put it into action. The other way that you can do personal development is by going to live trainings. We have live trainings every quarter with Beachbody. They're called Super Saturdays. Our Team Advent is going to be doing monthly live trainings. And then you can do your own personal development by listening to an audiobook or reading a book. Okay, and then the first book, we give it to you in our Coach Basics training. So that is the first page that you will complete. And then I'm going to go over the second page, which is the coach action plan. This is super important because this is something that you can look at on a daily basis to remember why you started this journey. So the first thing you're going to complete is your why. I became a Team Beachbody coach because, and this this is the reason why you became a coach. And what we don't want to see there is, I became a coach to help other people, because that's a byproduct of us being coaches. That's what we do as coaches. But that's not going to actually get you out of bed every day to, invite people. So it has to be something really valuable to you, something that, touches your soul, something that, moves your heart. So for me, I shared with you earlier that my original why, and that will evolve as you grow in this business, was I wanted to pay 2 bags of Shakeology because, I was already feeling bad that I was not contributing as a stay-at-home mom, financially to my home. And so the last thing I wanted was to, create an extra expense for my husband. I wanted to get healthy. I wanted him to get healthy. I wanted to lose weight, but I didn't want it to be at that cost. So I said, I am going to pay 2 bags of Shakeology, and I am not going to, I'm going to make sure that I do everything in my power and help, the amount of people necessary so that he does not have to come out of pocket. And when I was able to meet that, then that grew. So, your why is going to evolve. So that moves me to reach out to people every day. So it needs to move you every single day, especially the days that you don't feel like inviting or talking to somebody or working out. It has to move you where you are going to do those 4 vitals we discussed. So, and then Nilda can obviously, or your coach can help you decipher through that, but you write what you feel in your heart. And then my first 30-day goals. This is important. This is something that, I want you to really think about. And then your coach can definitely help you determining what that should look like or what that can look like. So what we want is for you to, get early wins. Because when we help people, you feel good, especially when people start to see results and when people start to, see their goals come to fruition. They are going to send you messages, and it just feels good that you are doing, the right thing, and that you are helping other people change their lives and their lifestyles. So in order for you to grow this business successfully, you can do it in an hour, right? Some people work at 2 hours. Other people work at 4 to 5 hours. It doesn't matter. If you have 1 hour, that's fine. We will teach you what to do in that hour time frame. We have many full-time employees and on our team, and they still make it happen. So the goal every month should be at least 3 people, right? And that will ensure that will pay for your Shakeology, and that will pay for your coach fee, so that you never have to come out of pocket to pay for those, okay? Now, if you help 5 people, that's a bigger goal. You will see more income. And then just like the compound effect, and that's the first book actually that we give you in Coach Basics, it will compound to bigger results, right? It doesn't happen overnight. No business success happens overnight. But if you are consistent with helping 3 to 5 people or more every single month, you will achieve Success Club. And all you're doing is really helping these people join a challenge group, and that converts into Success Club. You will learn all about that in Coach Basics. So what do you want to do? You want to earn at least, and then you decide what dollar amount should go there in total commission. Is that going to be, your startup fee? Is that going to be what you invested in your challenge pack? Is that going to be the $199, right? So it depends on what it is that you want to meet. And then you would put that amount there. Complete my Coach Basics training. So in your first 30 days, you should complete phase 1. Phase 1, we will cover basically the invitation process. We will teach you, first of all, how to create a contact list. Again, we are in a relationship, in a business where we serve people. So you have to have a list of people that you can serve, that you can contact, that you can invite. And so we will teach you how to do that. That's the first step. The second one is we will teach you how to connect with people. We will teach you how to invite people, you know, how to overcome objections and how to follow up with people, how to post on social media, the basics. That's phase 1, 5 days, and we'll give it to you all in there. And then after that, once you've helped at least 3 people, at that point, or become an Emerald coach, which means that you've advanced your business to the first level, which is Emerald. You've sponsored 2 coaches. At that point, we will put you into coach training, which is phase 2. And then phase 2, you will learn all about the compensation plan. And we will go deeper into the invitation process. We will go deeper into social media. We will go deeper into how to, overcome objections. So at that point, that's also a 5-day training, and that is phase 2. Okay. So you should definitely aim to complete phase 1 during your first 30 days. There's many coaches that do both in the first 30 days as a coach. All right. And and I'm going to go backtrack. If you achieve Success Club your first month as a coach, you get a call with our CEO. And then if you achieve Success Club, if you help 3 people, at least 3 people, for 3 months consecutively since you become a coach, they actually pay for your ticket to go to Summit, which is the biggest event of the year. And this year is happening in New Orleans, and many Team Advent members will be there. And so that should be your goal, actually, to get that ticket for free so that you can attend Summit. And it is basically an event where there's a ton of learning, live learning, workshops, celebration, parties, bonding with your team members, meeting people that, are across the country from us. So that's what one of your goals you should be striving for. And then stick to my fitness program and drink Shakeology every day. That is the first few goals for your 30 days. And then the action steps are this. These are the vital behaviors that we discussed, basically. You're going to be telling your story and adding value on social media. You're going to learn that. Don't freak out in your phase 1. How to start a new conversation. Same thing. You're going to learn that in phase 1 training. Find out someone's goals. Same scenario. Follow-ups. Same thing. Work out and drink Shakeology, that you're already doing. Personal development, as I said, that is so integral for your growth as a coach, because there's so much negativity that happens in our world today that if we get sucked in, and we can easily get sucked in, then we put ourselves down, we stop believing in ourselves. And if we can't believe in ourselves, how can we help other people believe in themselves, right? So that's why it's so important to work up here. And we give you the first book, as I said. You get an audio version, and you also get an ebook. And then we recognize these are all the vital behaviors. And then Nilda or your coach, for anyone else who hopped on, can definitely help you with how many you should be doing a day or a week. All right. The time commitment, how many hours a day or week will you dedicate to this business? I'm going to be very honest with you. If it's not at least 1 hour, then this business is not for you. This business is not for everybody. However, this business can be for everybody if you put in the time and you put in the effort and you put in the commitment. So if you can find at least an hour, and it doesn't have to be a full hour, it could be 15 minutes here, 30 minutes there, and then 15 minutes there. As long as you are making that hour commitment, and we will teach you exactly what you need to do. And it's basically up here. This is all you have to do in that hour time frame. So that's what you want to save. You're going to commit 1 hour, 2 hours, an hour and a half. Then you put that there. Potential obstacles I'll face during my first 30 days and how I'll overcome it. This is so important because things are going to come at you, and you kind of need to foresee what those are so that you're prepared to overcome those. Okay. And then your accountability check-ins should be with your coach at the beginning. And these are important because someone needs to hold you accountable. Make sure that you feel comfortable with the information you're receiving. Make sure that you feel comfortable inviting that first person. Make sure you feel comfortable, having that first conversation with someone. So those are important, whether it be, once a day or once a week. That's something that you guys decide. And then housekeeping items, this is for you. I'm in a Coach Basics group, which is pertains to you right now. I'm in a challenge group. That's the case as well. I know which challenge group I'm inviting people to. This is something that you will discuss with your coach. And I've connected with my coach, my team, and Team Beachbody. So these are basically what's going to set your journey in a good start. So make sure that you complete this action plan and your quick start, and you send both to your coach by end of Wednesday, so that your coach can help you achieve your goals. So I'm now going to stop share. And if anyone has any questions, please unmute yourselves, unmute your phones, and let me know. No? So if I send you guys a quiz.
I didn't hear a few things. Can you just repeat everything?
I think everyone would be like, what, Rudy, you crazy? Anyone? Don't be shy.
I think Amy just closed someone too.
Amy just helped somebody else.
No, thank you. That was good. Thank you.
Awesome. So again, guys, remember for our new coaches, we're so excited to have you on board. Again, take advantage of phase one. Phase one is like the foundation of this business. It really gives you the tools that you will need to help someone out. Use your coach. Your coach has been in this business, for 6 months, a year or more, and they know what they're doing. Make sure that if they tell you, do something, it's because they've been through it. If they tell you don't do that, it's because they tried it and it didn't work. But definitely leverage them, leverage, their knowledge, leverage their tenure here. And remember, this is your business. While you are you're building it for you, you will never build it alone, because I'm just proud to say that Team Advent is more than a team, is a family, and we love to help each other out. We love to, really just empower each other and make sure that everybody's being successful. And we just want to help, as many people as possible in order to, end the trend of obesity. And that's what this is all about. The last thing I want to mention too is that, yes, this is a business, and yes, you can make money. But I do also want you to keep in mind that, your bank account is going to be a direct reflection of the amount of lives that you touch, the amount of lives that you help, the amount of lives that you impact. So if you're coming here with the mindset that you're going to make money, then you're in the wrong place. It has to be your heart needs to be in the right place. So really it's just keeping it simple, doing what you've been doing, drinking your shake, doing your program from beginning to end, and showing somebody else how to do it too. And that's really what that's all about. Being passionate about it, sharing what, with someone else, what worked for you and how simple it can be, right? And then just really just holding them accountable and making sure that they know that they can count on you and that they can count on this team to do that. And, please don't feel that you have to learn everything. It's just like a new job. When you start a new job, it takes at least like 90 days for you to feel comfortable. Not even like, I think even in those 90 days, you don't feel like you have everything under control, right? So it's fine. Give yourself 90 days. Give yourself those 90 days to really, navigate this new role. You're now a coach, not just a challenger. So definitely give yourself to, those 90 days. And don't be frustrated when something, when you don't know everything, because it's okay. I've been here almost 3 years and I still don't know everything, right? So make sure that, again, you leverage your coach, you leverage the FAQs, you leverage coach relations, you attend live trainings, you attend the calls, you attend, these basic trainings that we are providing for you, because those are the ones that are going to make you successful in this business. And that's really all I have. Just do it with the right intentions. Show up every day, even when you don't want to. And especially on those days that you don't want to, reach out to us, right? We are here to support you. We're here to, we have you on the team page. If you're not there yet, your coach will definitely introduce you. And we're just there to really cheer you on and help you reach your goals as a coach now.
Hey, Gabby. I was going to say, you just mentioned something that just hit me, so I want to say two little bullets, real 30 seconds. The first one was in the entrepreneur roller coaster, the PD he was saying, he said that when he first came into his business, that he had talked to one of his friends who was a real successful businessman, and he asked him to look over his work on what was working, and all of a sudden things weren't working for him when he started doing a different kind of sale. And he said, well, tell me what you're doing. And so he pulled out his book. And the first thing he did is like, here's my book. And it had the hit list on the top of it. And then it showed all the people that he was trying to aggressively go after. And the guy, after a few minutes of talking to him, said, you know what? From what it seems like, your mindset is not where it should be. These people aren't a hit list. You're not trying to attack them. You're here to help them. So first thing is change it to families and friends that I'm going to help. And he said as soon as he started doing that and changing his mindset, that all of a sudden he saw these people as people he wanted to help, and it really was more empowering to him, and he started doing better in his business. So the way you perceive things is the way people are going to perceive you. If you think of them as a target, that's all they're going to be. If you think of them as somebody you're going to help, that's what they're going to be. So for the new coaches out there, these are the friends and family that you're going to help. So make sure that you go out there looking to save lives. And it's going to feel so great when people really tell you, wow, you really helped me out. That was great, And so that's the first thing I want to say. And the second thing was, I wish, somebody would have told me when I was a first coach, a brand new coach, not to just toss out in every single picture, Shakeology, this and that, Don't be a billboard of, Beachbody already does that on TV. You don't have to be a billboard. If your cup says Shakeology on this side, turn it over to this side where they can't see that. Show them a shake. Be like, oh, today's shake energized me. It was great. I'm loving this new program that I'm doing. And don't say what you're doing. You guys aren't the elite coaches up top. None of us are. That they're already known for what they do. They can regurgitate all that stuff and throw it on their page. They are a walking billboard, and people expect that. But for us, have some mystery. Your friends are going to see the results, and they're going to start asking you. When they ask you, that's it. You write it down. This is another friend I'm going to help. And those people that are watching your videos and liking your videos, those are the people you're going to reach out to. So those are my two little nuggets.
I love those. Yeah. And we definitely, we learn as we go. Those are the first one is something, the second one, about the not being a billboard for Beachbody because they already pay millions. We actually talk about that. And I know you're really excited, guys, to just want to share with everybody, like, oh my God, this shake really changed my life. But like Rudy said, you have to create some curiosity around it, because what happens sometimes is that people are like, oh my God, it changed her life. Let me go look for Shakeology. They'll Google it and they'll go straight to Beachbody and they'll buy it without telling you, because sometimes they're even embarrassed to say, I need to lose weight or I need help, because some people just don't know how to reach out, right? So we definitely cover that in Coach Basics 1, but then in Coach Basics 2, we go deep into that, because you don't want to be a billboard. So thank you so much for bringing that up, Rudy. It's just really just keeping it simple, just definitely do what you've been doing on social media now. If you post, funny pictures of your kids or you share your family, all you're going to do now is you're going to incorporate Beachbody into it, but you're not going to be sharing workout, videos or workout pictures like all day, every day. No, you're going to put them in there now as part of what you used to do before as well. So I like that you brought that. And I love the helping, your family and friends list instead of your hit list. Or even contact list, right? I think that friends and family that you're going to help sounds much better. And that's really what you guys are doing. you are going to start changing people's lives. And, you know, I know that next week on the 28th, guys, we're going to have our second actually live call where it's open to everyone that wants to join. So any family members that you want to invite or friends, you know, have them join. It's a Zoom call like this. And you're going to see how all of these coaches on this team have paid it forward and really just help people change their lifestyles, and how appreciative these individuals are. And when you start to receive those messages, it really touches you and you want to help more people. So it really is about helping people. So I love that Rudy, you know, brought that up. Anyone else has anything to say? Any questions for our new coaches, or maybe Amy, Jamie, Nilda want to share something? Any last thoughts? No? Okay, awesome. So I'm going to share the recording on our phase 1 training. Thank you guys for joining and spending time. If you missed the beginning, you know, feel free to catch the recording when I post it. All right? All right, guys, have a wonderful night. Thanks for joining. Bye.